I voiced over this section again because the wind was so bad you can barely hear me, but I got about 3 dozen quarters along this fence line. Nothing else but quarters, a few dimes, a few nickels. I figured at this point there would be something decent, and not till I got to the end of it did I pull out that silver ring. Super cool. Can't leave this here. I videotaped this part because I absolutely am obsessed with turtles, and although this is just a toy, it sure looked like a real one by the time I got up to it. It's a well done toy turtle, and I like them, so I took them home and videotaped them. Wait, what? Who said they wanted to see my turtles? Hi guys. Oh, they think they're getting fed. Hi, buddy. Now I'm working the line that the sand spreader machine hits the right cusp of it. It tends to push stuff up onto that right cusp, so you can work that line all the way down. And although this one was about 9 inches deep, it's a very pretty little earring. Based on the way the outer metal is kind of starting to fade out, I'm not going to say it's silver, but I love that little stone in the middle. Nice. We were running low on forks. There's my brother down there metal detecting the beach here. But I'm going to stick to some mudlarking because I do very well around here. Look at that. Just sitting in that little tiny pool. It's not an old nickel. But 1999. What else did I see sitting here? So just see little lead fragments. Maybe that's... See that right there? Not just a screw. But maybe that was the top of a button. Or a button. Searching the wash. That's a Weedy. Alright. 1950. I'll take that. It's a 70-year-old coin. And that's what we want to see in this wash. We want to see the older things show up. So at least we can predict we're at an older level of sand being eroded out. So I'm going to spend a few more minutes here and see what ended up showing up. Day 8, all the lead. And brass. Copper. Copper. Okay, I literally found this spot on a bike ride, I just fell, where I noticed there definitely has some bottles coming out of this wash. And I wanted to drop in and take a look. So I had to run back, get my camera. I don't really see anything super old yet. Oh, that looks interesting. What's this right here? I brought my scooper. Oh, it's a twist off. Definitely has the makings of a bottle dump. You can see some stuff in there. Yeah, no question. That's some milk glass. Yep. Battery thingamajig. Look at this one right here. Let me get my scraper out. There's a lot of pieces. I'm getting a little pumped up. I can't find any ones that are whole. There's definitely some stuff going on here. Alright, I'm gonna come back. Okay, now that one I just popped out of there has some age to it, no question. It's an old medicine bottle. Yeah, look at that cork top. There's no embossing on it that I can see. This whole entire section here was starting to fill up with water because the tide was coming in. And there was an awful lot of bottles. Mostly they were all broken up. I spent some time trying to scrape the sides down. And in certain spots you could see there were some full bottles. Some of them had cracks in it. But I only really was able to use one hand to attempt to pull these out. So it took me a little bit of time to work on it. Hoping that the bottle wasn't cracked at all. I was trying to be as gentle as I could pulling these bottles out. You're always going to want to dig much further around the bottles. I'm even getting too close here so that you don't scratch or potentially break the bottle while digging for it. You can see this was a milk bottle that came out. It did have a crack in it, but it was a really good size one. There's more here to find. Okay, I got here late. You can see the water's coming in. I picked up 2 other smaller bottles. Let's see what this one has for me. Oh, that's a twist off. This has some cool design on it. There are definitely some older ones in here. And I'm going to come back when it's low tide because this water's coming up on me, but you can see all the bottles that are washing out. I've driven past this place on my bicycle 1,000 times and I never saw anything really coming through until now. This is let's see if I can pull that out. One hand. It's loosening. This would be it, I think. This might be my last one. If it has anything to it. It's getting loose. I can't get a good grip on it. I can do this one-handed. Yeah. Okay. It's coming. I gotta take this one or not? Anchor on it. Oh, look. A piece of blue pottery. Okay. Oh, it's got a long neck to it. Oh, big milk. Anything written on it? Yeah, that's a Perth Amboy Dairy. Local. I can get the stuff out of that. I might just take that with me. Alright. Before I drown in this thing, let's get out of here. Some more. I'll be back. See anything over here, Maddie? Where it's a little shallower? Nothing? Okay, here's a little bit more of my next day here. I'm back on low tide. This pretty thing. A screw top, but it's got a nice little design to it. You can see all the little fragments. This might be something. Yeah, look at that little mini. Oh, I like that. What does that say? Something fly. That's a keeper. Okay. Let's see what else they got in here. What's that right there? Oh, something. You see anything? It goes all the way up. Alright, I'll post what I found. I pulled out 2 or 3 bottles already. Okay, I just got back. I was at this new bottle dump on the side of the road for about a total of 10 minutes because I had to get back and get my kids back on virtual schooling. But look at what I pulled out in just 10 minutes. And you're going to see the pre-cleaning look of each one of these. And then I'm going to post pictures of them all clean. They all have some kind of embossing on them. It's going to be super cool to find out what they say. In fact, that one says corn. Okay, I wanted to do a quick recap of the bottles that I found in the last couple days at this new bottle dump that I went to. And I'm going to try and do it quickly because I don't want to spend too much time doing it. The first one, and probably is my favorite, is the tiny little corn fly bottle. And that was, this was used to treat actual corns. Gross, disgusting. And the bottle's probably from early 1900s. Probably retail $1 to $2. And then after that, I have this basic screw top. I just like the way the bottle was designed. I don't really know what it was for. It looks like an old Ambisol bottle. After that, which may be my second favorite, that has Santa El Demidi or Demidi. It's a Decagon bottle, right around the same time period, 20s and 30s, and this was used to cure venereal disease. Okay, number 4. I wanted to grab another milk glass bottle, and this one was actually, this was the, what was this, the Decadon Mark bottle? I forget which one this was. What is in there? This was, this was the hair product, the Stockholm hair product, or hair cream from the 20s and 30s. Let's look at my Bromo seltzer bottle, which was a extremely popular drug used in powder form to remedy headaches and stomach aches and hangovers. Worked kind of like an antacid. And again, we know it's not that old because it has the screw threaded lip, and you can see that there's creases on either side, and when the crease goes all the way up to the neck, also that shows, of course, it was machine made. Probably closer to the 30s and 40s, but a very cool bottle, and I love the cobalt blue. Next, we're going to go to this tall, no markings, really cool shaped bottle. I found there too. I'm saying it's around that era. I just like the shape of it, and it cleaned up really nice. It has a 598 on it. I'm not sure what that means. And then I'm going to move to, this was an awesome bottle. The Tilton City Dairy, 2nd Ave, Asbury Park, New Jersey, which is right down here. It's a great bottle, got a lot of really cool embossing. People like the dots here, the raised dots, and it also says across the top here, you're not really going to be able to say it, but it says a bottle of milk is a bottle of health. How cool is that? Love that one.
And then finally, for this most recent one, the Pride of the Farm tomato catsup bottle. I really couldn't clean it out. I think I just pronounced that catsup. It's ketchup. And I can really clean. Oh, my meatballs are done.